So I'm going to talk about people doing Irish in secondary schools and national schools, and the amount of people who are getting accepted for Irish. I'm included as one of the people who got accepted. Well, was accepted into a few years ago from Irish and college and everything else. But the thing is, I would love to learn Irish. I know good. I say I know good 20% good of Irish, I suppose. But I would love to learn Irish, but I have dyslexia and I have a tiny bit of autism, and it's really hopeless trying to teach me bits of Irish. And I can understand why people who have dyslexia and autism are really taking the left out because they are trying to get up to a standard. Because other people without dyslexia and autism who are taking things very quickly, uh, one in the head of the people with autism and dyslexia, and they're struggling to keep up because they can barely learn English, let alone learn Irish. I know loads of people say it's a national language and it's a disgrace if we don't teach it in our schools. But as I said to one person, why would you teach a child that is struggling to learn everything else and then plop down Irish on top of him? Like, it doesn't make sense. I would love to learn Irish, I'm really serious, but I wouldn't be good if I was in exam. It would be hopeless. That's really the truth. Like, it's hopeless trying to teach me Irish, to be honest with you. But I would love to learn, and I'd learn as much as I can. I really do, but it's hard to speak Irish, and because Irish is a hard language to get your neck around. Even people who I know from Galway, who are from the Gaeltacht itself, with some words in Irish are hard for them to remember and think of, and because they can speak English and Irish, but they forget some Irish words, which is okay. I mean, everybody forgets things now and again, but I don't think people with dyslexia and autism should be made do Irish, and I think the government should realise that people are not robots. People like me who have dyslexia and autism, I have a tiny bit of autism, about 10% autism, and then the rest is dyslexia, and don't even get me started with mental health issues. That's how bad it's like. There's nearly, I can name 10 things wrong with me that nearly classify it as justified. But I do take people who have autism and dyslexia because they get hard to learn English. I'm going to be very serious with you, and I'm going to say when I was in national school, I was just left out. Yeah, and that's really simple, is that they wouldn't teach me because I wasn't even accepted. I wasn't even given an exception. But they said it was too dumb, and that's really what they said, and they just left me there, and I was left to do my own, go to my own demise, to be honest with you. So, and then, but it didn't help me in any of the subject. Like, I never learned fucking damn all. that's really the truth. I never learned that much. I never done anything. To be honest, I learned more skills by going around talking to people and interacting with people and interacting with communities and doing politician stuff. Not really in school. I never learned a thing in school, and that's basically true. Maybe a few things in maths, but like, as I say, if you can't learn English and you can't learn maths or you can't learn science, then why would you force possible people with dyslexia who get it hard to do things and autism? Why would you do it? I mean, it makes no sense. If the government here or the Department of Education have any heads or any brains at all, they should know what people who with dyslexia are like. Because I can tell you one thing, like when I was in national school, when I was doing it for a year or two, I felt like the rest of the class were above me and they knew a lot more Irish than me, and when the teacher came around to ask me a question, I'd be standing there for 9 hours nearly thinking of a question, and with the answer for the question. And that was very shameful, and I was very upset, and I was saying to myself, I'm stupid. And when you're young, you really don't pass much remarks in your mental health. You don't pass too much remarks when you call yourself an idiot or I'm just dumb. That's purely what I was thought of back a while ago. But as I said, it doesn't matter if you don't know how to do Irish. It is a national language. I would love, as I said, me personally would love to do it. And it's really simple as that, but it's incapacitated to try and teach me anything in Irish, because the best hope I have is trying to pick up a tiny bit of Irish, which I did over the few years. I did pick up Irish words and I did pick up things, but I wouldn't be able to speak fluent Irish, which I would love to do, with bands, but as I said, it's hopeless. People with dyslexia, it's hopeless to teach people with dyslexia. But they do learn. That's one thing people with dyslexia, they do learn over time bits and pieces. But nothing to the standards of people who don't have dyslexia or autism. But I think permission should be given for them not to have it. But anyway, thank you for watching. Skype and bye.